What's up, guys? Welcome back to PC Building Simulator. And today is our first day that we have to pay rent in the shop. So let's go ahead and go to work and see what kind of machines we've got today. So to replace the PSU and the CPU, gotta diagnose and fix, and get a benchmark score. And I believe we also have one to build for our potential scammer. Let's go ahead and power up the computer here. Go ahead and get this one up on one of the benches, and then we'll get we can get this one up here. Ooh, purple case. That's nice. Oh, purple and white. That's neat. Oh, I want to look at it. A very cool case. Alright, so let's open up our email. Go ahead and pay our landlord. Discard his email. Okay, let's go back down here. So we need to look at these. Okay, let's see. So let's go ahead and just take a look at this computer. Not that one. This one back here. See if we can power it up. So it is powering. The CPU fan is not running. Okay. Powered off. So that might be a broken CPU fan. Might be as easy as that. Let's look at it here. That's exactly what it is. So easy enough. Let's go over to the computer. See if the shop still has our cart from yesterday. And it does. Let's pull up, I believe it was this one. Add that to cart. So their budget's $55, but that should fix it. So let's go ahead and dust this out while we're here. Blow off the graphics card. Make the motherboard look nice. The rest of the case, I think I got it all. Looks like it. So I'm gonna go ahead, just before we forget, put the thermal paste on. And then we're going to pick up this computer. Actually, we might not need to do that. Is this the benchmark one? It sure is. Okay. So let's remove side panel. Alright. Keep picking it up instead of looking inside of it. Alright, so their budget is going to be $700. And they've got a G420, so we can definitely upgrade that. But let's look at graphics cards first. So they're using an MSI GeForce GTX 950. And it is 2 gig model. So let's see here. I did not even see it on the chart. So I don't know if it does that when it's like below, even like if it's so low it's not on the chart or what. Oh no, never mind, it's right there. Okay. So let's go to the shop. Graphics cards. Let's look at 980. So we do which is the 980 LE 435. All right, so 435, and then we can buy a new processor for them. So we've got like $265 to spend, I believe, if my math is okay there. We'll play it on the safe side and just get them a 6600K. And that should be able to do that. I mean, it might benefit from more RAM, but all right, let's go ahead. I think that should be all that we need to order. So $915. Open it up. I guess we'll have to make an order for that build, but I'm not too worried about it right now. Let's go ahead and remove that. Remove these cables from the graphics card, along with this PCI lock. And get this graphics card out of there. So we'll install. I'll be throwing a 980 Ti, 6 gig card in there. Alright, and then we're going to be putting 6600K, closing that down, not forgetting the thermal paste, CPU cooling, which is this one is the one that was on this one. Cable up both of these. I think they're gonna have, let's make sure they don't want any custom cables. Alright, doesn't look like it, so they're gonna have, did we buy yellow? I don't think we did. So, give them some white sleeved since they have yellow cables already. But I guess it doesn't matter for the graphics card, so whatever. Powered up. Let's throw our USB drive in it. I'm gonna add the 3D Mark program. Restart the computer. While that's restarting, we go ahead and put the new cooler on this guy here. Wire it up, power it on. No CPU found. Okay. So it looks like the CPU is burnt out as well. So remove that, remove the cooler. What kind of CPU did you have? 3900, okay. Let's start this before we go and look at that. All right. Shop, processors, 3900. Where are you at? All the way at the bottom. So $45. What was their budget? 55, so okay. So I'm gonna wait till we start building that to order that processor. We'll let that run. While we wait, I'll just throw this one out here. Go ahead and fix this. Fix this one up. We're replacing the CPU and the power supply. So go ahead and unplug, take the cooler off, open that up, remove the CPU, put the new Ryzen 3 on there, close the lever, thermal paste, put the cooler back on, cable up said cooler. I guess I could have waited on that because I'm gonna have to remove a lot of cables for this power supply. Alright, with that cable, we can take off this bracket at the back of the case. We'll flip it around so we can actually see the screws. Make it a little bit more legit, I suppose. And we can take that out. And then we are going to... I don't know why I still have all these broken ones in my inventory, but no longer do we at least have those. Don't want to take off that. We want to take off the power cord, but put these screws back into the power supply. Okay. Going to cable everything back up. I should be making sure that he didn't want anything specific. Okay. Nope. Easy enough. Make sure that we've got the graphics card, the power to the motherboard, and power to the CPU. Powered up. Alright, it booted up without an issue. So let's go ahead and put this back on, and then we'll go put it in the delivery area. Power. And we'll let Mr. Blake know that his computer's ready. So $310 and a 5-star review. Looking good. Alright. So on this one, I believe that we got the benchmark. We sure did. At $85 under budget. That's a nice little upgrade that this guy got on his machine. So go ahead and put the PCI lock on first. Screw that in. And we'll put the side cover on. Power down the machine. Put it over here in the delivery area. And let DevNut know that his computer's ready. So, alright, 4 stars on Bongle. Again, we did the one side challenge that they had, but don't always get the 5 stars, but $840 later. Alright, so you've unlocked CPU and motherboards with the overclocking functionality. This means you can overclock the CPU and the motherboard's BIOS. Alright. Alright, so that'll be fun. I don't do too much overclocking in real life. I did it for a little bit, but now I just don't even worry about it. Alright, so let's put this build here. And we can put this other build back on this bench. So that one, we need to look at the requirements. So they want a benchmark of 3,000. So we can build this to whatever we want. In theory, our final reward will be $4,000. We probably won't get that, so we just need to kind of make a computer that can get to that 3,000 benchmark for about as cheap as we can. So, or we could just, all out and do whatever we want to do. So that's probably what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go with a Ryzen 5 here. Go ahead and get a cooler. So add that one. So we need something that fits the AM4 socket. So this one will work. I mean, yeah, it's the cheapest one too. So go ahead and take that one. Memory, we can support up to 3,200. So we're just gonna go with, we're gonna do 16 gigs in total. I just don't know which kind I want. We'll do this G-Skill Flare. Graphics card, I mean, We'll do whatever the cheapest 980 is. 980. Because that, well, we'll do the cheapest 6 gig 980. Again, if we, get scammed, I'm not too worried about it. It's not that big of a deal to me. It's not like this is a real life simulation where we're losing actual money, so just put a regular hard drive in it. We'll do 500 gigs of the Easy Store, power supply. Do we have any other Corsair parts? We do not. So we'll just go with the Corsair 5500. Make sure I didn't put it in there twice. We did not. Alright. Cables, cases. Let's see here. Go ahead and throw it into, just do this Cooler Master box. That's what I used to have my actual computer in. It was a black version. I just recently moved it into a NZXT H510 Elite, and I will have a video coming to the channel soon unboxing that case, and also like the process of transplanting all my components over to the new case. So keep an eye out for that. All right. Does that come with? I don't know if it comes with those or not, but let's go ahead and order some. We'll just do 120, one more 140. Why not? I'll do two 140s as well, just so we know we have whatever on hand. So, all right. So this guy's computer is going to be worth, say, $1,200. I think it's a little bit over $1,200. So, if we get scammed, that's what will be out. But we have 2,900 still, so not too worried about it. All right, let's start building here. We need to pick up this case. Good. Collect those components. We're gonna remove the side panel. And actually, before we do that, let's go over here. We're just gonna go ahead and throw this in, get this guy out the door. That way, we're only working on this one. Cooling. So put that on there. Perfect. Cable it up. And boot it up. And that should boot now. I've got confidence. So I'm going to put on the panel and it's going to the BIOS. So it's powered off. Throw it over here in the collection delivery area, hallway, whatever you want to call it. So 5 stars and $205. Got us back over 3,000 in our bank. Looking good. So, all right, let's start building this. So we're going to be motherboard first. Get all these standoffs screwed in. All right, screw in the motherboard. So yeah, like I was saying, I did like switch over my computer into a new case. Nothing on this case. It's a nice case. I just wanted something a little nicer. I do like the way the tempered glass on the H5 10 Elite looks, so that's just the way that I went, but might not be everybody's cup of tea. But like I said, I will have a video showing that, showing the process of what all has to happen to, basically switch out a computer into another case. But all right, put the thermal paste on, install, cooling, put that on there. I really should throw away the other, we'll cable up at last. We'll sell that, get that out of our Um, inventory here. Go ahead and put in our RAM sticks. And realistically, this should absolutely kill this benchmark that he's wanting. So, gonna take out these two PCI covers and throw in our graphics card. I could put in a used one if I wanted to, but I'll go ahead and sell these. We don't need them in our inventory right now. So, install storage. Sell the used ones again. I don't know why I let this get so bogged down, but go ahead and put in. Open you up, slide you out, install you in there. Close that, close the door. Looking good. I think that's everything. So now we can start doing our power supply. Or cabling everything up, not our power supply, but so it does have fans, which it should, because it's actually it comes with two fans up here and one in the back. No, wait, no, it doesn't. I don't think it did actually. It does come with just two fans in real life, because I had a water cooling AIO that I had on the back, so it only does come with two fans, which isn't terrible. It's better than some cases, but at least it has both of them to where it's making a decent airflow as far as it's got an intake and an exhaust. So, all right, it's powered up. We're gonna have to put in our thumb drive here, power it off, power it back up. All right, so it's loading the OS here, looking good. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and add 3D Mark here. I've got a good amount of confidence that this is going to be able to boot up just fine, or get over that 3000 benchmark without any issue. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw this side panel back on. Well, we're gonna put the PSU mount on first, of course, and then we're gonna throw this panel back on. Go ahead and start the benchmark. Alright, so while that runs, go over to our computer. Alright, so we can discard that. But go ahead and look at some other computers for tomorrow. Well, in game tomorrow. So here we need to replace Bruce's hard drive. So we needed to open up the store, go into storage. He needs that, except his computer. Alright, so he needs to replace his motherboard and his hard drive as well. So he's got a gigabyte board, and again, he's wanting a gigabyte board. So I wish this game was a little more like realistic in that aspect of like, if they are saying that they hear that a board is good, they shouldn't be wanting that same board again. But you know. Alright, so this is the board he has. Just add that to cart, and then he has a 250 gig hard drive that he needs replaced. So accept that. Alright, good old Justin here needs a power supply replacement. So same situation. He has issues with EVGA power supply that he has on his board or on his computer, and then he wants to replace it with another EVGA. But you know, so whatever. We're just gonna give him the exact same power supply there. It's literally what's in there. So got some new parts. new or GPU or CPU overclocking. We got this Ryzen 6 and 8 core CPUs, new chipset motherboards, new little bit of everything here. So looking good. I think that that's a cooler. So we've got all those new things ready. And we killed the computer again. So killed the benchmark, not the computer. So go ahead and power that off. Throw it in here, and let the scammer win essentially. So go ahead and let them collect. Okay, so we did make our money back on that at least. So I guess he's just saying that then why wouldn't you do that? Like, what does it matter if it's scamming if you're just doing it for your time for the potential reward of $4,000? So, whatever. Okay. Well, that's where we'll go ahead and end it off there. Got some new parts to end that. So, today we paid rent for the first time, which is good. Gives us another month of stable living here in wherever this is. It looks like it would be a bedroom essentially, but whatever. So hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you in the next one. We'll see if we did get scammed by somebody who paid for nothing but parts anyway, or if we do get the $4,000. It may not be in the next episode, but it might be in the next few. Who knows? So have a good one. See you in the next one.